Hey guys, it's Audra and welcome back to 365 Projects. I am here today with my winter faves and saves. So it's the beginning of spring and I'm just going to go through the things that I liked and didn't like beauty-wise for the winter. So let's just get into it. So just so you know ahead of time, the large majority of these things are going to be drugstore products because I'm a single teacher. I don't have a whole lot of money to spend on the high-end stuff when the drugstore is getting just as good as Sephora. And so there's some things sprinkled here and there throughout, but it's going to be a lot of drugstore, a lot of Ulta, a lot of sample sizes that you can try out yourself before you buy the expensive full-size bottles. So the first thing I have for you today is the Mario Badescu Facial Spray with Aloe, Cucumber, and Green Tea. I was going to spend the big bucks on the Tarte spray that smells like cucumber and green tea, but then I found this one for $7, and it smells absolutely amazing. But if you've been here a while, you already know that I love the rose water. So I'm gonna be bougie on a budget because I use both of these. So I use this one like after I get out of the shower, before I put on my makeup. It's just refreshing. And this one is like before I leave the house to like get my makeup to settle in even more. And they both smell amazing. I will definitely purchase a big bottle of this when I'm done, but the big is 12 and then this one is 7, so it's pretty cheap, and they're just both like so refreshing, and I cannot recommend them enough. The next thing I have actually came in an Ipsy bag, and so this was like, I guess $2 if you think about it that way because it's $10 for the whole bag, but it's a sample size of the It Cosmetics by Under Eye. I had been using shape tape like everybody else, but I was noticing that it was like too cakey and too dried out for my skin. This stuff is amazing. You don't need a whole lot of product, and it still covers just as well, if not better, than the other, and it stays on all stinking day. Now, the color they sent me was light ultra fair, and I think it might be a little bit too light, so when I do go and buy the full-size bottle, because yes, it is worth it in my eyes, I might try one color up in the range, but we will see. But once again, try out a sample size of this to see if you like it. It starts off really hard, but you're supposed to like rub it between your fingers to warm it up, and then it applies a lot smoother, and you just can't go wrong. So the next product is a highlighter that all the beauty gurus have been talking about on YouTube, and it's from the drugstore. It's from Maybelline. It's called the Master Chrome by Face Studio Metallic Highlighter. And it is gorgeous. I'm wearing it today, and it's this beautiful pinkish tone, there we go, in Molten Rose Gold. Now, it is a little bit of a fallout, as you can see there, but the color is beautiful. I wanted to try this one before when it first came out, but the colors were too dark for my skin tone, but this one is just perfect. I love the pinky undertone to it because I wear a lot of those colors. And I think it's only like $9, and you can't go wrong. If you want a really blinding highlight, you can definitely build it up and try it out for yourself. The next face product I have to share with you is the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in the color Just Playful. This is a beautiful color. This is like the perfect color for me, and it's soft and buttery. It feels so good, and it blends in beautifully. You can definitely build it up if you want to, but this is $5 from CVS, or I think they have their online store as well, and it's definitely worth it. I think it might be my favorite one right now, but highly recommend, obviously, because it's a fave. So like the one and only save I have for this is also from LA Girl. I wanted to try out a brow pencil. I've been struggling in the brow department lately, and I wanted to try a cheap one to see if it would work. And it's a great color. I think I will still use it for like light brow days. This is the Shady Slim Brow Pencil, and I do like that it's very defined on what you want. But it is a lot more waxy than what I'm used to, and so when you lay it down, it's kind of patchy, and it doesn't like give a smooth application. And you can fluff it out and all that kind of stuff, but it's just not to the caliber that I really want. So this is another $5 product. If you're looking for a more natural brow or something that's not as full, go for it. But for me, I'll probably use it and I won't repurchase it. But I do use, let's see, the color that I use is brunette, because brunette. So going back into faves, I got another brush from Ipsy that I have fallen in love with. This is the Vasanti Contour Eyeshadow, and I love the fluff part of it. but how exact it can get like in the crease and fluff things out. I think I could do a whole eyeshadow look with just this brush. Like this has been a game changer for me in the last month or two, and I have no idea where you order them from, but Vasanti is the name of it, and try to check it out if you can. So the next 4 products are actually on sale at Ulta right now for sample sizes. If you buy 3 of them, you get 1 free, and so I tested out the Benefit They're Real Mascara, the Laura Geller Iconic New York Collection Madison Avenue Uptown Chic Eyeshadows, which I'll go over here in a minute. I also got a Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and then the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I have not tried this out yet, which everybody in the world has, and I have not. This is the only one that my verdict is still out with so far. I did not expect it to be a twisty cap, and that the potion would be so liquidy. I mean, it makes sense, but the primer that I use is the MAC one, and so I'm not for sure on this if I like it yet. But the other 3 are 5 out of 5, and I can't wait to tell you about them. So here we go. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Laura Geller Eyeshadow Trio, and if you open it up, obviously these colors are gorgeous. They are totally my colors through and through. So I am wearing these today. I obviously have the Uptown Tulip, the pink one in the middle. It's fluffed out in my crease and then brought back in a little thicker with that brush I just showed you. And then Ganache, what on earth, is like in my outer corner and fluffed out once again, and everything is blended back in, a lot of blending. And then Sweet 16 is in my inner corners as a highlight. I'm sure this would be also pretty on the lid, but I have something else on the lid that I have to share with you, and that would be the Stila product. So going into that is the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the color Cloud. And once again, it is on my lids, and I am loving it. It is a beautiful, beautiful shimmer shadow. So there's kind of like what it looks like when you put it on the lid, and then I just pat it in with my finger to make it blend in. I like these because I already had one of the Magnificent Metals, and there's a lot more glitter in them, and I didn't feel comfortable wearing them to work. As elementary librarian, it looked more like I was going out on the town. So I'll show you the difference between the two, which you may not be able to see on camera. But the sample size that I'm wearing on my lids now is just like a glistening shimmer, whereas this other one has like glitter flecks in it, and that is obviously needing to be saved for the nightlife, which I don't have a nightlife. And the last sample size was the Benefit They're Real Mascara. It's teeny tiny, but you can see the wand is very precise. It looks a lot like one of the CoverGirl ones. But I am loving the way my lashes look. I've been on like the endless saga of finding the perfect mascara because I am not a big fan of my post-chemo lashes. They're very straight out. This kind of has given me the life that I have been looking for. It looks closer to my natural lashes before chemo than I've had any luck with since then. So I do like the formula of this one as well. The other Benefit one, the Roller Lash was my favorite, but it does not dry down all the way, but this one does. So I think I will probably buy a regular tube of this once I run out of the sample one. I have a couple more eyeshadow palettes to share with you after the Laura Geller one. And the first one is the Give It To Me Straight by Colourpop. I think this is like 16 bucks. But once again, this is like my perfect palette, and I can't get enough of it. I've been using this all the time. It has your browns, it has the pinks and the maroons and the shimmers, and the matte. Like, that's super important to me to lay down first. And it's just a good formula, and I definitely think you should check this one out if you need a good palette. The other one was an accidental purchase because my luggage got lost when I went to North Dakota, and I had to go buy a whole bunch of makeup at Walmart because that's all they have there. So we could go out with some friends. And I picked up the Wet n Wild Nude Awakening, I guess, palette. And I think it was like $7 or $9. And it once again has all my like perfect colors with the creams, the shimmers, the maroon, the black for what I use for eyeliner. And I think I even use this transition color down here for my eyebrow fill-in because I didn't want to buy an eyebrow pencil. But yeah, cheap, Wet n Wild, but still gives you a good look. I've worn this at work a few times and it holds up throughout the whole day. So it's another great palette if you need to purchase a new one or want to try a new one. You don't need one, you want one. And the other makeup products I have to share with you are the brand new Colourpop lipsticks. I have the color Pinkies Up and Stone Fox. Now, they didn't have the colors I really, really wanted, and so I settled for these two, but the formulas are absolutely amazing. They're so buttery, so creamy, and so pigmented. I have them on my lips now. So what I do, because this one is really dark, this is the Pinkies Up. I put that on first, and then I put some of the Stone Fox, which is a lighter color, in the center and kind of make an ombre effect, and they blend out to what you see on my lips now. They're $7 a piece, but the formula is absolutely amazing, and I definitely will pick up a couple more when the colors that I'm more into come in stock, so I don't have to always blend two together. That's not really my thing, but I'm definitely glad that I picked these up when I did. One of the other things I picked up this month was a drugstore setting spray. So my favorite, the Morphe Misting Spray, ran out and they are sold out as always, so I couldn't get my hands on one. So I decided to pick up the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray, and I'm really enjoying it. The mist is very fine and it dries down very fast. I've used the original one before, but I think I like this one even better, the Dewy Finish, because I could always use a little bit more moisture in my face since I am so dry. But I think this is like $7 or something. Once again, super cheap. And if you need to go on the go with it, it can fit in your purse very easily. So my last two things are actually not makeup. They are different kind of beauty products that I picked up after breast cancer. And this next one, if you watched my last Fave and Save, you know I went on a saga of deodorant. And the Sedge & Bee finally came back to Sephora. This was my favorite. And the formula was like really fallout. It was really melty. And so I think the reason that it was not ever restocked and I could not find it anywhere was because they were changing the formula so that it's more of like a harder deodorant. I don't know. It feels more like a regular deodorant instead of one that falls apart, which honestly I don't think I like better. I think I like the previous formula better than this one because sometimes this is hard to like get off and you kind of have to like press it into the skin. But the smell is amazing. Like, there is no deodorant that beats the smell. I've actually gotten compliments at work about how great I smell. I'm like, it's my deodorant. Because with this, I don't even have to wear perfume anymore, which is saving me money on that. But I cannot recommend this enough. It smells fantastic. It is paraben-free, aluminum-free, all that good stuff. And it lasts a while because it's now a harder formula. So I don't think it'll go through as fast, but I don't know. It's kind of a half fave, half save. The jury might be out on that. We'll see. And the last one is a weird one, but welcome to my channel. This is silicone cover-ups. Yes, that's what you see, a chicken cutlet. These are to cover your nipples. If you don't know, now you know. I am a breast cancer survivor. And I haven't done my reconstruction and double mastectomy video, which I should have said that the opposite way, yet. But in there, I will tell you about the fact that I did nipple sparing. So I have my original nipples. They don't do a doggone thing. They don't look at all the same. But because they saved them, I don't get the luxury of not ever wearing a bra again because you can see my nipples, even though, once again, they have no purpose. I do need to get them tattooed, but that's a whole other story. So I do always have to wear a bra, just so I'm not showing the world that I have fake nipples, or nipples. I don't even know what's real and fake anymore. So like if I want to wear a top that's off the shoulder, because I should be able to, because they are perky now, they don't need to be held up, like they are strategically, surgically placed where they are, and you don't really need to wear a bra. That's like one of the things that we joke about as a perk of having breast cancer, is you don't ever have to wear a bra again. You don't need to wear underwire because they are already nice and perky. But I do have to cover my nipples because they would show. And so these little cutlets, the silicone cover-ups, cover my nipples. You can't see that they are halfway pointy all the time because they have no feeling. And they just are automatically the way they are. They don't ever relax. They don't respond, basically. So these work if you are someone that wants to wear a fun shirt and have itty bitty boobies, or naturally perky boobies, or you just don't care and you want to wear them anyways. You do you, girl. I support you, but a bra may not. Alright, so there you have it. All my faves and saves for the winter. I'm excited to see what they come out with in the next several months. And if there's anything that's great for summertime, I'm hoping I can find some coconut smelling things, some like skin products that I can share with you because I haven't really done much of that, as well as maybe some hair stuff now that my hair's getting a little longer. So that's exciting. I'm sorry, had a moment there. Just had a moment. So anyways, let me know what you've been trying out down below that you really love. But remember, balling on a budget, so preferably drugstore or like cheap at Ulta, if at all possible. I would really appreciate it. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye guys.